Having fun with my laser level tonight. I don't know if you can see that. I'm probably in the way, aren't I? Right on the very edge of that stake. Let me go back over here. Get out of the way. You can see it right at the top there. I'm in the way of it. But it goes right there. And get out of the way. And you see how close it is to the string. There we go. I mean, it's kind of far away, but it's lined up to this stake. Can you see the little red line there going through this top of the stake there? And that's measured exactly, well, you can see the line pretty clearly on the string at the top. That's exactly 28 centimeters from the center line of the hull, right there. And if we go back here, oh, I don't want to mess it up, so I won't go that way. We'll go this way. Why am I doing this? Because I'm going to measure the distance between that line that's lined up perfectly between those two stakes and each bulkhead. And you see it goes right through the top of that stake as well. So these stakes are perfectly lined up in the distance of 28 centimeters from the center line of the hull, which is right about there. It's only marked on the other side, you can't see it. And the point of all this is to measure the distance between that line and bulkhead 3, where bulkhead 4 is going to be, and bulkhead 5, and bulkhead 6. Once I get those distances, I will plot them on a sheet, like a sheet like that, and that will give me the exact curve that I need for this curve here for the deck. And you're thinking, why don't you just put a piece of paper on it or something like that and mark the curve of the deck? Because I need to know the exact distance from the center line so that the curve will be perfect and the front of the deck will be perfect as well. It'll be square when I cut the deck. Does any of that make sense? I don't know. Fun with lasers. That's what I say. Did I say centimeters? Because I meant inches, but I'm going to measure it in centimeters. And so you see the distance from the side of the hull is exactly 30 centimeters at bulkhead 6. If I can remember that, I'll write it down. And $24.6 from bulkhead 5. It's not going to focus for you. That's 24.6. And then bulkhead 4, right there, I'll measure that to the line, and then bulkhead 3. And I'll have all my measurements. Okay, so I've plotted the distances. 6 is 30, 24.6 for 5, 25.6 for 4, 33.4. I'm going to subtract 20 centimeters from each of these. So check my math. 10, 4.6, 5.6, 13.4. So the widest the board will need to be is about 15 centimeters. No, I'll make it 20 centimeters. And then the distance between bulkhead 6 and bulkhead 3, the entire length of the deck is 374 centimeters. So I just plot those out over a span of 375 centimeters, and I will have my exact curve that I need to cut on the edge of my deck pieces that I already made. Get it?